What's going on, everybody? So, this week's I don't even know how to put this. Incident of the week, I guess we'll put it at that. We'll title it that. I haven't flown my paramotor in a few months, mostly due because it's been just cold as balls outside. And I used to fly in all sorts of temperatures in my younger years, I would say, but I've been kind of cooped up inside, just staying warm and cozy. And with that, I'm also on YouTube and other video platforms a lot more. And I have noticed an increase in paramotor incidents. Now, I'm not here to judge about paramotor incidents because I've been there. You're talking to the guy that 8 years ago tried to fly under a bridge and didn't clear it. It's this guy. So we all been there. We've all had our incidents. But some of these videos are somewhat comical. And I'm not showing any videos where someone was, you know, killed or any of that because I don't find that proper. These both individuals walked away, but the outcome of these videos is like it could have been avoided, and it could have been avoided for a length of period. You had time to think about the incident before it fully occurred. So this first video is it took place in the Flying Circus, and these two guys, I don't even know what's going on here. Is the guy in the front in the bluish reddish wing flew in front of the guy with the green and white wing, and he is trying to, I don't know if he's trying to wing bump the guy, and then it comes into this, uh-oh, I'm just gonna sit here and mow the front end of this guy's leading edge. And you could hear it. You could hear the prop a couple of times if you listen really closely. But apparently I've heard that the pilot in the green did not know the guy in the blue and red wing very well, and the guy in the blue and the red wing decided to fly real close, got in front of him, and it's just, I'm not kidding, like, if I was the guy in the green, I would be code brown. And they're both just going down. He's taking away all possible lift for the guy in the green, and how his prop didn't get fully tangled and chew up the guy in the green and white wing completely is beyond me. And they just both come and into the ground almost gracefully. It kind of shows how safe and how rigid these wings are and how strong they are. People often think that they're fabric and they just blow apart and rip. I mean, this prop is clearly hitting this guy's wing multiple points, and yet it's still remaining an airfoil and a lifting surface all the way to the point that they come into the ground. So my guess is that the guy in the blue and red wing was completely at fault for this. I mean, we all fly in formation, at least, especially my buddy Chris and I. We fly in formation all the time, but we kind of have a clear understanding of each other. We also have an exit plan. This guy in the red and blue gave the guy in the green and white wing zero exit plans. I mean, literally, he is sitting directly in front of the guy in the green and white, and he is just all the way down to the ground. And I guess I love this generation for this very reason, because we always have the camera rolling. I think 30 years ago, there was probably the same amount of incidents happening, but there was no camera to be recording it. That's why I love today and its technology, because stuff like this. Good news for these two guys is, the damage, even though there was damage to both gear, it was pretty minimal from what it looks like, and they both walked away. Were they happy? Well, if I was the guy in the green, I'd be pretty pissed off, just because of the sheer audacity of the guy in the blue and the red wing. But it's at the Flying Circus, and if you've ever been to that event, or if you haven't, I advise you must go, but also be prepared when the term circus is involved in the name of a fly-in. That kind of defines the outcome of what that fly-in is going to be like, for good reason. So I had to show this video because, well, I saw this and I was like, wow, this guy's just sitting here. He didn't even try to veer off. When he knew that he was in the front of the wing, he didn't even try to veer away from the occurring incident. He just sat there and mowed the front lawn of this guy's leading edge all the way into the ground. So I guess if I was to evaluate the situation, know who you're flying formation with, be on both on the same page as far as flying in formation. And lastly, if you're gonna fly in formation, by God, do not fly in front of the guy's leading edge, especially the backside of your propeller running at full throttle. I just, yeah, that's you'll live longer. You'll have a much more successful formation flight if you adhere to those 3 rules. And last but not least, I'm pretty sure that this guy doesn't have a kill switch, or at least it's not working, because his motor, after mid-prop strike into the ground, is just still spinning. Which, that's hilarious to me. So, that's this week's crash of the week. And if you have any more details on this incident, I would love to hear it, because this stuff cracks me up. And good news is nobody was hurt in this incident. Everybody walked away. Just some egos and maybe some loss of brain cells in the end, which happens to the best of us. So thanks for watching this video, guys, and more flying to come.